Welcome to Enter Arena. Speaker broadcast. You know, let's get this new WWE news from WrestlerZone.com. I'll put a short for name that Zack is talking to Zack talking to meeting with Triple H says he doesn't need WrestleMania to be successful. Who does he think that he's the best wrestler in the world? Zack Sabre Jr. acquired the smoking with sports installation of extra must. Justin broadcast who discussed his career path with me and Triple H during of the Evolution show on W1 Rumble this weekend, and his wrestling influence and much more that you can read for extras and it's a lot of the same thing. He's a huge, I feel like a child in a company, but it's very appreciation, it's very friendly, and it's also inspiring how much he loves the business for someone who has such as long as determined the career, and he's come down into the ending Evolution show in Atlanta for the night before of the Royal Rumble, when he is very much improved the night ahead of him. If was someone there to talk to everyone, when someone like that who is the top of the business, which many responsibly come down with the type of attitude, is such a great example. I introduced myself to spoke on behalf of him. I'm a good friend with WWE Talent Scott. Yeah, WWE Talent Scott. Scotter, WWE trainer Bobby backside. So I have a good catching up chat with him. So I also met William Ringo for the first time ever. People pay attention. I'm not say it's like they sound like people pay attention. I'm about to say people listen to attention to wrestling in the U.S. so much. Their largest territory of wrestling and display. A lot of pro wrestling in the WWE are fantastic, but you know how it goes. When you're in the right place on the mindset, if I want to be there, I wouldn't be aware that I wouldn't be working with a company that is, like professional beyond television mind, that you can never be nailed with your entering there, expected to be doing what you're doing. A live show from a few, 100 or 1,000 or 1,000,000 people who are all real passionate wrestling fans, but their product is great and is very exciting, to work television shows. If you want to be successful, you can, but you have to have the mind right set. And I also feel there's so much more to do, to achieve, to learn if a person level as well. For me, in Japan, which my styles are really, I really think I can go anywhere. Zack comment not needing to appear to WrestleMania. I'm like, how? Well, can you be successful to be on WrestleMania or no? Can you be not? That's like two different things. Like, you can make it to be successful without WrestleMania, or you can't. Like, you wrestle all different kind of company. You can wrestle all different kind of pay-per-view, but not the big one. Big one is making you feel more open, making you feel who knew you are. But it's good, you can start here and there. Sometimes you don't have to go to WrestleMania to be an icon, a legend, But hey, these days that WrestleMania is a moment that anybody can do it. Says, I don't have to be stubborn and say I never go to WWE, but I certainly don't have to be in the main event WrestleMania. Why? To feel like to be successful, I have to be wrestled in the level that I want to wrestle. in the way certain ways to be at. If at the upside slob. I enjoyed watching WF. I was a kid. Becoming one, I believe in training with wrestlings. I want to take small steps. First time I wanted to want to get on the training show, and then I want to go into the main show, like the main event show. So you want to do a training sets. You want to do this. You want to do that. You take a baby step to see if you can climb the ladder. Little by little, you can make it. And wrestle all in England. Then the really good result, really good buzz in New Germany. I really want to wrestle in Germany so I can get better to get involved in Germany. Then I want to wrestle all over Europe, like Europe, Jamaica, Brazil, like all different places. You want to do all that. And I want to show my indie stuff in the States so I could do that. But then back of my mind, it's always in Japan. Zack is talking about influence in the career. About Chris Jericho, Dan Maddox, and Bret Hart, and was an influence there on the mix. But Josh Linder, expected was the longest. He become wrestling in three different sets of higher levels that really improve. There are a lot of wrestling who can wrestle for a long period of time, but not all that level. Also, a lot of inspirations from England are Johnny Kidd, still going, Johnny Spring, and I'm wrestling at Johnny Kidd. A few weeks before in the past of Christians. And it has been wrestling for 3 decades at personal levels, a passion of the attitude of wrestling. So positive, no one can force us to be pro wrestling, but can you try? Can we always be lucky to be invisible with this? I would like to ask a question: who was the biggest? They're asking Zack, pick your best wrestling talent today. 1 out of 1,000. Blessing for it would be Finn Balor. I made him. I was 14 and he was continuing inspiring for me in both in and out in the ring. Him is like a big brother to me, and he's a huge influence on how to connect to yourself. And when talking about training, the guys who never had a day off, put in so much effort in even in smaller details, has changed in 14. He was 14 years old, and I know him, the same human person. He's always having fun. He's always being positive attitude. He's another person who loves to wrestle so much. I met him in the gym in Center Bond, which is like the middle of nowhere in South England, and we was the Royal Rumble weekend sitting in Orlando, Florida, drinking a cup of coffee. He said that this is ridiculous. Says, what are we doing with our lives? This kind of attitude is really important. There are a lot of people that you really want to meet these days. You're surprised. Like, there are a lot of people now, they, hang out with your superstars, The Rock. Maybe Damian Standard, Daniel Texano Neo, Kevin Hart, Dean Ambrose. You're surprised a lot of these people who was a fan in the Attitude Era, who was 13, 14, 12, 10, they meet the people, signing autographs, they talk to one-on-one, and one of those days, you'll become that person. You're in the WWE, you're in NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. And you like one-on-one, you're facing the greatest heroes. One-on-one, hey, back then I was Hulk Hogan fan, WCW, ECW, Look, WWF, Madison Square Garden. Back then I met Hulk Hogan. Like everybody else, we all looked to him. He was the greatest superstar ever. So it's a stretcher, but now these days everything's changed. I still watch wrestling these days, and I still watch it. it's kind of pretty cool me to watch wrestling. But hey, I never get tired of it. Still watching it. But sometimes here and there it might get boring, same old. But all you need to do is adding new people. Try something different. Try something new. You never know. Thanks for listening. Entering our speaker broadcast broadcast a lot of all different kind of things. I'm just explore a lot of different things, trying to put something new. But hey, my name is Sean Smith, the host of Terminal Radio podcast. Thanks for listening.